And joining me now is Minnesota Cattleman Don Schiefelbein, who also serves as NCBA's Policy Division Chairman. Don, we've been talking about Japan and the important role that market has for the U.S. beef industry. What can you tell us about the recent bilateral agreement between the United States and Japan and what it might mean for the U.S. cattle industry?
Well, it's huge. It's a huge victory for cattlemen across the country. Basically, what it does is it levels the playing field in that international market. So today we are basically competing against producers in other countries that are selling their product for 12% less than we are. You know, so, and we're still doing well. So as we narrow the tariff and make it comparable with theirs, it looks like the opportunity is going to be huge for American cattle producers.
And the agreement with Japan is not the only issue that NCBA is monitoring in terms of trade. What else is NCBA taking a look at?
Well, obviously, USMCA has been one we're trying to get pushed over that finish line for some time. And it's amazing the posturing among the politics on everybody's afraid to give the win to somebody, right? But the key winner in that is the U.S. cattlemen. So we need to get it pushed across the finish line, and we need to get USMCA passed.
It looks like we finally eliminated the waters of the United States rule. Is it gone for good, do you think?
Well, hold your breath. For now it is, right? I mean, you know, the other side's not happy, but it's a huge, huge victory for us. The analogy I like to hear is, as you know, Kevin Kester, former president of NCBA,
Sure.
Previous to the rule, the way they wanted it, every single water on his ranch would have been regulated. Every single water. Wow. Under the rule being lifted, 0 waters are regulated. So that just tells you the impact of making sure that rule got put in its place.
So what are the other issues that the D.C. office is working on behalf of cattlemen and women?
Well, I couldn't be a Minnesota cattleman if I didn't talk about the delisting of the wolf, Kevin.
Yeah.
You know, even in our home operation where we ranch up there on the Canadian border, we've lost 3 animals this year to wolf predation. Wow. So it's important that we get that to delisted, get that done, and make sure we put that in its place, right? So that's an important one. The other one we're working on is transportation. We want to make sure that hours of transportation is done so that we can get cattle from the southeastern United States to the feedlots in the central part of the United States, or from California to the central parts, and allow the means for truckers to get them there.
So how can cattlemen and women who may be watching this show assist in supporting these policies and these efforts?
Well, a couple of ways. You know, first of all, they can become members of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, right? You know, we need all the funds we can to combat all these important issues in Washington, D.C. And as you all know, for some of these issues that we're debating, we can't use checkoff dollars. We need those dues-based dollars. Right. The other thing we want them is to fully engage. You know, when we talk to congressmen, guess what they want to know? How is it impacting their district? And have they heard anything from their members at home? So if the members at home speak, the odds of us winning are pretty good. So we need the members at home to tell their congressmen, tell their senators, these issues are important, they impact their bottom line, and it's important they're on our side on those issues.
That's great, great words of wisdom. The convention is coming up shortly in San Antonio, 2020 convention here in February. I know you have been there many, many times. What's your message to viewers about the importance and the value actually of attending the convention? Well,
first, there's no better place to be than in San Antonio in February.
A little better in Minnesota.
It is. and so I always look forward to coming there. The weather's usually beautiful and it's a nice event. But it's where all the business gets done for organization. For those who want to affect policy, here's your opportunity. Make the plane ticket, bring the family along with you. Heck, take a walk down the river walk, right? Enjoy your time, but help set policy for this organization to make sure it's working the way you need it to work for your long-term investment.
That's a great, great comment. We'll look forward to seeing you down there, Don, and thank you for all your work. Your plate's full with all these issues, for sure.
And I'm glad to serve.
Thank you. Now, if you'd like to stay up to date on all the key issues and events from D.C., one way is by becoming a member of NCBA. Members get the Beltway Beef Newsletter. It's a weekly update straight from Washington that gives valuable insights on the key policy initiatives that may impact your business. To join, just call 866-233-3872, or you can visit the website ncba.org.